A few weeks ago, Alex Honnold free soloed Taipei 101, and it was the biggest urban free solo in history. Myself and Tom decided to sit down and dissect the ascent. What was it all about? Does Alex get scared? How has he managed to control his mind to be able to achieve such things? And as these conversations always go, there were many more tangents. Our thoughts and perspectives come from having been professional climbers for over 15 years and having the experience of free soloing on big walls and buildings all around the world. So let's dig into it. Right, folks, here we are in a rainy Sheffield in the middle of January.
Pete, it's February.
Sorry, folks, it's February. Everybody loves Honnold. I mean, yeah, it's in the name. Interestingly, you haven't watched any footage.
No, I have got no idea what's happened other than every single time I go to the supermarket, someone seems to be talking about bloody climbing buildings.
I'm surprised. Have you not even seen anything on Instagram?
No, I know I've seen loads of promo of it, but I've not seen any clips of it. I don't even really know how hard the climbing is or anything.
Oh, that's really interesting. So you're from that perspective.
Yeah.
You've seen nothing.
No.
And I'm really surprised you haven't seen anything on Instagram. Like, what's your Instagram full of?
You want to have a look?
Because mine has just been like full of Alex. Like,
I get a whole load of different content on my
loads
Instagram.
of different content. I'm just full of Alex. You haven't watched anything. I watched the whole live stream at like 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever it was.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
All right, you're a proper fan.
So I'm a fan. I'm a big fan.
Okay.
So we've got two different perspectives here.
Yeah, see if we meet in the middle.
But just from an outside perspective, you know he soloed a skyscraper.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
And you know it was filmed for Netflix.
I do.
And you know it was live.
I do as well. I saw plenty of people slagging him off on the internet for being live. And this is, like watching a near-death experience. It's really irresponsible. We're only watching it because we want to see if he dies, everything like that. I've seen lots of people talking about that.
Okay.
But it's always been with a photo, basically, for the preamble.
I mean, you've dug into it already. What do you think about those comments? What's your... just from a perspective of like, okay, so we know he's going to solo a skyscraper.
Mm-hmm.
It's out there. It's going to be live on Netflix. If he's doing this, we know it's easy for him. He's going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always that chance.
Yeah.
There's still a chance.
There's always a chance something goes wrong.
Very, very, very small chance.
Yeah.
There's always a chance. What's your initial feelings on that? As a climber, yourself, a professional climber?
I think the live element is... I kind of think it's like a moot point because if he genuinely died live on TV, there's always going to be some sort of 5-second delay or something, and they just cut.
Do you think they'd have a delay?
This happens on live TV. When you see live TV, someone correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I am 99% certain stuff doesn't truly go out live. I think there's something like a 5-second delay. So essentially in the case of some huge disaster or something really going wrong in a live performance. So they have some editorial scope to cut stuff. So you may learn very quickly things have gone very wrong, but you're not going to see an awful accident right in front of your eyes. I don't think that's actually how it pans out.
What if we did a YouTube live? Is that a 5-second delay? And does our cameraman have the scope to cut the live stream?
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to say there must be some kind of protection on that because otherwise people will be putting stuff on YouTube that just isn't meant to be seen. There's some really awful stuff that people can film live if they so choose to, and you don't hear the stuff happening. So again, I have a feeling there must be some kind of
maybe there's some
protection in place.
Protection in place, yeah. But how do you feel about it in general as a climber with the
live thing?
Yeah, the live thing. Like just the scope in general.
Yeah, I think it's just a hook to sell it better. People think, well, I'm not going to tune in to watch Alex climb a skyscraper. If I know he's a professional, he's already got to the top. I think it's just a lure, a bait to get people more interested.
Yeah, and I think it totally worked. I mean, that's what I think as well. There was a lot of talk about it, like beforehand and during and afterwards. I feel like the whole climbing world stopped slightly, but you didn't. Because you barely even knew what's happening. No, but I feel like maybe I was just like slightly invested in it, So then I thought there was lots of other people watching. But I feel like when I looked on social media afterwards, there was many people kind of talking about it and stuff like this. So
I mean, it doesn't help that I don't have a Netflix account and I don't watch TV. So Not that I think I would have watched it anyway, because I know plenty of people do have an account. I didn't watch it. So still
didn't hack in.
I'm sorry. I'm like the old school guy that doesn't go and watch these things.
Yeah. I thought it was a happening, you know, and I felt like I need to see what's going on here. This is something different. Definitely broke out the mold a little bit, you know. This is like free soloing live. We've not seen this before.
Yeah, you're right, actually. And it's organised free soloing.
Yeah.
It's commercialised, organised, properly scoped out. I think there was a fair bit of recon that was done.
There was a lot of recon, I think.
On the whole thing. Alain Robert previously had climbed it.
Yes.
On a rope, I believe.
With a rope.
And now they're turning something which I would say is about the most illegal form of climbing out there. And they've smashed it all over Netflix.
Yeah.
So, of course, it's going to generate quite a lot of attention. The skeptic in me says that this had a very, very heavy marketing publicity machine behind it. And that's why it went wild. I don't think, personally, that climbing a skyscraper is a particularly new concept to climbers.
No, it was the live aspect.
Yeah.
I think that was the new thing.
To climbers, but I think to the general population, I think it was just very heavily marketed.
Yeah, I guess live sports isn't a new thing. But I think it was live sports with a big risk or a big danger, high danger, low risk in Alex's eyes.
Yeah.
But I guess to the public, it's like high risk.
I know, true risk versus real risk.
Yeah.
We both know Fred Moix,
yeah,
who is the photographer who's worked with Alain Robert on a whole number of occasions. And we've both been on climbing trips with Fred. And have you heard the stories about the stuff that Alain Robert's got up to behind the scenes of some of the stuff he's climbed?
No, but I think you're going to tell me. And you're going to tell these guys.
Yeah. So this is a friend of mine and Pete's. And he has photographed Alain Robert, who's done a lot of the really hard, prominent skyscraper free solos over the years. And he's done the photography, I think, principally, possibly some of the filming of some of the projects. He had some pretty, I'd say, wild stories of the things that went on behind the scenes with Alain Robert, including one story he told where had been told by Fred that he shouldn't go and climb one of the skyscrapers in his cowboy boots, because obviously climbing a skyscraper in cowboy's boots is a terrible idea. And I think out of spite, Alain just went, well, I'm doing it because you told me not to.
I haven't heard this story.
Yeah, and then freaking went and soloed the thing in cowboy boots.
Oh my God.
And Fred, I think, was kind of upset / terrified about the whole thing, because Alain, being the wild card that he is, just wants to prove his points.
I can't imagine they're very good for climbing skyscrapers in cowboy boots. Especially if they've got like a little heel on and stuff.
Yeah, and they're like, I mean, the pointed toe maybe is good for getting in between the little gaps.
The winkle pickers.
Yeah.
The winkle pickers, me and Tom have kind of experimented with the concept of winkle pickers in thin cracks, but not actual winkle pickers.
No.
Climbing shoes turned into potential winkle pickers.
I still don't think anyone watching knows what the heck a winkle picker is.
No, I didn't when you said it. What? When we first talked about this, like wherever it was 10 years ago. But like if you type in winkle picker into Google, then it comes up with the shoe, doesn't it?
That's it. We probably should Google it.
I think we should Google it.
Winkle picker.
Yeah. I think, did you just make that up, winkle picker?
I mean,
I don't think
maybe.
you did, because I think I looked this up afterwards.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I looked this up afterwards.
Check winkle picker.
Winkle picker shoes.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, it could have come up with anything there, to be fair. Just make sure you type winkle picker shoes. Iconic style of shoe or boot characterized by an extremely long, sharp and pointed toe, which is exactly what you want for thin cracks.
Or sliding into the ventilation grids or sort of slats on a side of a skyscraper.
Exactly.
Anyway, where were we going with this?
I don't know where we were going with it.
How did we end up at winkle pickers?
I don't know how we ended up with winkle pickers, but we've ended up there. Also, everybody who watches this channel knows that we love crack climbing. And there's not that much crack climbing on here, but I did scope out like definitely one jam and another potential I feel like we have to analyse.
Okay.
So there is some cracks in there, folks, don't worry.
You know what I think we should also say?
Yeah.
because I feel like I've been banging on this drum for a long time now.
Okay.
If you're watching and you've seen a skyscraper, not just a massive long bridge, which has a crack on it, let me and Pete know.
Big skyscraper and pure splitter. So think Indian Creek splitter, but for, let's say, 102 stories, because Alex did 101.
Yeah, I want 102 stories.
I want 102. I want 102 on nothing less.
Perfect hands.
Yeah, perfect hands.
All the way.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, not teacup fists.
Yeah, that would be bad. Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
102 stories.
Would be great.
Golds. You get pumped still, I think.
Yeah, I think you get
would.
really sore feet.
If you were going to solo it, you definitely want to like put a bit of mileage, like a bit of training.
Unless it had the little horizontal brakes where you could put your feet out on the edge and have a little rest.
Yeah, because what we don't want is we don't want any of that metal thing where it looks like a crack, but then you can just grab in the back.
Yeah, or it opens up inside and actually it's just a big rattly.
Yeah, like it's just awful inside. Yeah,
like playing a triangle. Okay,
Right.
Let's see these clips. I'm excited for this because I have
not seen much.
no idea what's going to be going on.
When I visualize the climb like Taipei 101,
I've got to stop me right now.
You're going to stop me straight away. That didn't take long. God, hit me up.
Why is Alex running?
I don't know.
He's out jogging. We're climbers.
I'm not sure. Do you think it's because it's not actually like actual climbing that you need to do and it's just cardiovascular?
No, I think they think he's David Goggins. And so they want him out running.
Who's David Goggins again?
David Goggins is that guy that did 1 million pull-ups and was a US Marine and
Okay.
always like says stay hard. It's quite inspiring. But, right, okay.
Okay.
a lot of my training for Taipei 101 is different than rock climbing.
Do you think he actually trained specifically for it? Or do you think he just kind of felt like, oh, no, this is actually fine? But I think he probably did train. If Netflix kind of say like, oh, we want a training segment, but he hasn't actually really done that much training for it.
Yeah, unless
or if he went training outside, then he would just show him training outside.
I feel like it,
Yeah.
He's looking good on the rings.
He's looking pretty solid.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some good shoulders on him.
He definitely has, yeah.
Yeah. Good shoulders like that.
Sometimes...
Look at the definition.
Sometimes when I close my eyes and...
you squint a little bit.
Imagine myself, yeah.
On Taipei 101, you're basically grabbing the same holds almost the whole way up the building. You're kind of like, yeah, the move isn't that hard, but after 300 reps, it starts to feel pretty hard.
Yeah, that is a thing. You do the same rep again and again, it starts to get hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, we know that from crack climbing. Also the lattice board.
Yeah.
A classic.
Yeah.
I've never actually tried doing pull-ups like that on the pinch bar, on the side.
On the side of the bar? No. I think it will be okay if you have that sort of coarser powder-coated steel, but if it's the really shiny stuff, then
it can be tough.
Probably quite hard. I wonder whether actually, if he was doing his training for that, he would have done a reasonable amount of it in quite high reps rather than the way he is there, because I doubt he can do many more than 20. I mean, it's really wide pull-up.
It's really wide.
He looks strong, though.
It does look strong.
But when you do something you've never done before, you never totally know that you're ready. And that fear is always there.
The fear is always there.
Yeah. It keeps you alive, doesn't it?
Yeah. So he feels fear?
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah.
Me and you were in Yosemite and we were going to a lecture about big walling in the evening, and Alex was there in the audience. In fact, it was when we had that fake beard that we used to put on a load of pro climbers.
Guess the beard.
Guess the beard.
Yeah.
There's some great photos of that.
That's a good, maybe I can dig them out of the archive.
Like Tommy Caldwell, Alex, Kevin Jorgensen.
Yeah.
Oh, and the best one, actually, before I move on from the beard, was one of you in a beard, and I showed it to your mum, and she didn't know that it was you.
Well, why do you think that is?
Because you don't look like you do in a beard.
No, because I've never been able to grow a beard, so you can never see me in a beard. That's why. It's like, no doubt. And this was 15 years ago?
Yeah, it was a long time
14
ago.
years ago?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I had even less of a beard than I can manage to grow now.
Anyway, where was I going with that?
Oh, Yosemite evening, fear.
Yes. And we had just done El Corazon on El Cap. And Alex told me about doing that slab pitch that was quite a kind of bold, maybe hard E6.
Traverse?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, traverse pitch.
Yeah.
I remember. Before the power layback?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had found that really quite scary. And I remember thinking, he does get scared.
Interesting.
Because I'd seen him free soloing and stuff. I mean, he'd come up beneath me on the rostrum when I'd been doing it lead climbing, and watching him come up underneath and being so chill and just chatting to people all the way up and thinking, oh, this person doesn't actually get scared. But then hearing on some situations with certain things, yeah, of course he does. But that's good. I mean, it keeps you alive.
Yeah, that's what keeps you going.
Bit of a showman in him, huh? A bit of a showman in him. I think he's been hanging out with me too much.
I must admit, it does ease my nerves a bit.
That actually just shows the beginning of the climb. I would say he's maybe 40 meters up at that point or something.
Okay,
not
yeah.
very high. Basically, the climb
Looks kind of like a slab.
Yeah. So the climb starts with a slab up these like big ladder type rungs before it goes into some steeper stuff above.
The thing is, I don't even know what the building looks like.
Oh, you don't know what the building looks
Yeah.
like? No, you got no idea. It slabs at the bottom like this, so that's what he was climbing.
Yeah.
And then you get to these ledges, and then it goes up, and then ledge, up, ledge, up.
Ah, so have got some overhanging territory in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you find this, but with longer solos, it's just nice to get into the flow.
I often think the hardest part with big solos is actually just stepping off the ground, starting, actually just like committing to starting up. Because you like stood at the bottom, like whenever I've done anything in Yosemite and you're soloing on Half Dome or some stuff on El Cap, I always think, oh my God, my ability has got to get me up there. And then you're like, oh yeah, I know how to climb. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. And then you set off and it's absolutely fine. I always feel like the hardest thing is just like making that first move.
And I always feel like soloing in particular is one of the more enjoyable forms of climbing, because typically you're climbing way below your limit.
Yeah.
So your flow and your competence in that level of climbing is going to be really, really high. It's not going to tax you that much. So you get to basically climb well. I think it's very rarely that I've gone and soloed and gone, oh my God, I'm a bit of a mare, because it is quite easy. So it lends itself to a really enjoyable climbing experience.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. You feel like you're just like, yeah, I'm mastering this, because you're just like, I'm flipping locker in this thing.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just like,
You're not thrutching around.
No,
things,
you're not
going,
stretching around. You're just like, oh, every move is solid. It kind of is enjoyable in that way, because, yeah, you're at a lower standard and you're just like locked in.
I think it'd probably be like being a professional level footballer and then going way down the leagues and saying, just turn up and play with this team. You've never really known them, but just fit in with them and make sure you play well. And the professional footballer are like, yeah, I can totally do this.
Yeah.
It's so below my level. I'm pretty competent here.
Yeah.
They'd have a good time, even though it's really pressured.
But if you mess up, you die. If it stops being fun, then you've gone wrong, in a way.
Yeah, mostly. Or at least it's not a fun thing now. It might be a learning experience, or it might be something that challenges you really mentally to hold it together. You know, like those times when we've been climbing, and even if it's not soloing, but when it gets very, very serious and you know that you haven't got a great deal of margin, and if you mess up on that limited margin that you have left, it's going to be really, really bad for you. I think you walk away from those experiences going, I could deal with that in that way. I managed to pull it out of the bag more than I maybe knew I did. Like each one of those experiences builds on the next one. So now, after 25 years of climbing, I would say I'm pretty confident nowadays that when I get landed in a shit situation, I don't have a complete meltdown. I won't enjoy it, but I will
You have to deal with it.
get myself out the other end.
I think maybe that's what Alex has done with his whole free soloing in general. He's kind of like free soloed within his limit a lot, put a lot of that mileage in, so it feels like ultra comfortable, but then also just like pushed it a little bit, so it's uncomfortable, but not too uncomfortable, but just like, okay, this is uncomfortable. Oh my God, right, okay. I'll learn from that. And then the next time, it's when you get into that situation, it doesn't feel quite as uncomfortable, but then you push yourself into the next little comfort level and you're like, oh my God, okay, right, whoa, go back down to that other level.
Yeah.
And then suddenly your level of accepted comfort gets higher.
Yeah.
Next clip.
The first of these dragons.
First of these dragons. Do you have any idea what they're talking about?
I'm guessing it's this feature.
They called them dragons. I
Oh,
don't
they're
know
not
why.
actually dragons.
I
Just
don't
a
know. They don't look like dragons. I'm not sure why they're called dragons, but it doesn't look like a dragon.
You know what is really worth saying on this is it's not pleasant and it's not that comforting climbing on metal.
No.
It is a greasy
element.
Yeah, I think it's a little unpredictable. I don't like it very much.
No, I know what you mean. Like,
yeah, you can
fire,
think, I'm good, this is a big hold, and then suddenly a bit of sweat has built underneath and you just fire off. Also, just watching him smear against metal, I know they're big holds, but the friction is just not the same. It gives me a little bit of like not sure I'd like that so much right at that
He had
point.
some special shoes made from Sportiva, though, with special rubber that smeared on metal better than normal rubber.
Oh.
Apparently.
Well, that is useful.
Yeah. But I know what you mean about the grip on metal. I was thinking the same when I was watching it. It's like,
not as predictable.
It's not as predictable. I think that's the thing, not as predictable.
Yeah.
It's like, it's very good, and like metal can actually feel quite sticky if you get the right sort of amount of sweat on your hands. But it's like that thing of, what's it called? The Dual-Tech stuff.
Yeah.
Can actually feel not too bad if you have the right tackiness. Then as soon as it's not, then it feels absolutely terrible. And then suddenly you fly off.
It's like if you have a crack, which is one side brick and one side metal, I would always put the back of my hand against the metal and my sweating palm side against the brick every freaking time.
Every time, definitely.
Not the other way around.
No way. Not the other way around, for sure. The thing I thought was a little bit interesting about that clip, he's obviously just climbing it for show. Because why is he not going up here?
Oh, yeah. I hadn't clocked that for some reason.
Yeah, it's just like a ladder to the side. Not unless those metal bars are strong enough.
But he'd already climbed up other parts of it.
It was just quite strange, because he has like, they said 9 more of those to do.
Yeah.
So maybe he was just psyched for climbing that feature 9 times.
But this is where, again, I would say, knowing Alex, if he looked at this and it was too, in air quotes, boring and not stimulating enough for climb, I think he probably would have chosen to put something in there that was a little more challenging, just to make it a bit more exciting.
Yeah, which he has done, I guess.
Yeah, I doubt he would have been forced to have done that.
Yeah, yeah.
I would have said.
I would have thought so, yeah.
I'm sure they would have questioned, could you climb this feature? It would be really dramatic. And then he would have gone and checked it out and gone, yeah. Rather than going, no, I freaking want the easiest possible way up this. I don't want to take any extra risk.
Yeah.
That would be my guess on that.
So, Alex, what you up to?
Oh, I'm just climbing the mountain.
Climbing a building.
I think I'm slightly overwhelmed with the cheesiness of this right now. Do you find that bit incredibly cheesy?
Like the commentators?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel, that question, I feel like they could, I don't know.
Oh.
They could have been like a little bit more in depth.
But then again, everyone's just probably, their minds are blown.
Yeah, I guess so.
By this, they just probably can't string some words together.
I wonder if our viewers' minds are blown. Let us know if your minds were blown.
I think I've really kind of tapped out of this whole thing, because I'm not even sure I've talked to any climbers about even watching this footage. You're the first person I've even kind of properly talked about this, other than random people at the supermarket or things like that I've heard talking about it who aren't climbers, which is weird because I like climbing buildings.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I don't. Who is Elle?
I think it may
Netflix
have been
commentator.
some sports commentator, like general sports commentator. Not entirely sure.
I thought Emily Harrington.
Yeah, Emily Harrington. So she was on the panel of commentators. So they basically had 2 normal commentators. I think one was potentially a sports person. Then they had one guy, and then they had Emily Harrington as well, who was like the knowledgeable climber, giving climbing perspectives of what it's actually like, or what's going on, and the techniques he was using. And like, this is a heel hook. And
are you surprised that after mine and yours Red Bull commentary last year on the dam, that we weren't picked up as hot
takes
commentators?
So Netflix, if you heard our commentating, then you know where to come next time. We've got some absolute gold for you. Some absolute gold.
I think my favourite bit was when you said something like, "That's a monster move," and immediately in the earpiece,
I got told off.
Please don't mention competitor brands, Rink. I love that so much. We were all right in that, you know.
I think we did all right. People liked it. I think people were keen.
I also felt like that job gave me huge respect for the job that you see on TV.
The commentator's job. It's actually not that easy, is it?
No,
Like,
it's
we
really
did
not.
some prep for that.
Yeah.
Like, we were
yeah.
prepped.
And we knew our subject matter really well compared to
did.
most commentators who just have to step into these things.
Imagine if we had to, like, commentate basketball. I'd be struggling.
Absolute nightmare.
I would be struggling.
Yeah.
I mean, I could give it a jolly good go, but imagine, though, just commentating something that, like another sport. So we're obviously like sporty people. You played a lot of sport when you were younger. I played a lot of different sports. So we know sport. But imagine just trying to commentate, I don't know, some darts.
Wouldn't that be a fantastic alternate reality where me and you, aside from our Wide Boyz thing, we're at high-level darts commentators?
I would love to give it a go of something else. We'd get so much stick from other people, just like, who are these chumps? They have no idea what they're talking about. And it would just be like, oh, and he's got the pokey end in the board. You know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't have a clue.
Maybe we'd be good wrestling commentators. We'd throw in some of our creativity of off-width moves over the years. Like, oh, he's thrown a private pirate on that guy's crotch.
His book opened the back door. Book opened it. Oh, folks, if you haven't watched the channel and don't know what book opener is, private pirate, then you're missing out. You need to go back through the archive right now.
To go and get Pete's book.
Yeah, you need to go and get the book, and you need to go and watch some seller videos. Some gold in there.
I don't know why people watch us sometimes.
No, I don't know. No. All right. Well, I have a laugh making these videos. So let's finish this little clip.
In Mandarin, can we say cheers? Can we do that on the count of 3? Let's see if he can hear us. 1, 2, 3.
That's so cool. All right, thank you guys.
Yeah, I felt like at the end there, he was wanting to just get on with the climbing. I don't know if you have this, but you know when you're soloing and you stop on a ledge, I feel like you have to be careful not to spend too much time back out of the zone again. It starts to feel a little more intimidating. You kind of have to just keep in the flow zone. Like some of the multi-pitch soloing stuff that I've done, if I sit down and just chill for a bit, like some of the really hot days I've done it and I've been really knackered and I've sat down for maybe 20 minutes and then got climbing again. When you stand up again and you get going, it feels a lot harder off the mid-height ledge than it does off the ground. And I feel like he was maybe being careful not to just not be in the zone.
I guess the impressive thing with this is, because obviously the climbing is well within Alex's ability, but the impressive thing is managing the people, the crowd, the commentators, whilst you're trying to do something like this. It's kind of like, oh, I'm in the zone now. Oh, now I'm out the zone a little bit. Now I'm like chatting to some people. Now I'm like doing a little bit of an interview on the floor. Now I'm on a ledge. Now I'm climbing again. I feel like when you usually go free soloing, it's obviously just you. You're not dealing with other aspects, outside aspects.
Yeah, which is why realistically you probably need someone like Alex to do this sort of job. That he's so experienced with it and so able to flip in and out of zones and so comfortable that it's okay. Because like going back to some of the stuff with Alain Robert, really experienced soloist. But as far as I understand, I think a lot of the stuff he did it in his own zone under his own timescale. He didn't have to stop to talk to a commentator. He didn't have to stop because they were doing an ad break or they were going too fast or they needed to get another angle or anything like that. And that's a really different thing. Even like me and you, when we've gone and done hard things for film, the cameraman and the filmmaker are really respectful of your pace and how you want to do things. They never step in and go, hey, the light's really good. Do you reckon you can climb that really hard, scary thing now? Do they?
No.
You totally do things on your thing.
Your level, yeah.
And I don't know whether Alex got complete freedom to do things exactly how he wanted.
Yeah,
he kind of had to do it to the pacing.
Oh, wait.
She was keeping it together well, but you could tell she was.
I mean,
nervous.
Again, I don't think it's ever a fun thing to see someone that you really love put themselves at risk. It's like a certain box that you have to kind of put things in.
I always think and say it's so much easier being the free soloist than it is to watch anybody free soloing. It's just like so much easier. It's like whenever I watch anybody free soloing at at kind of this level where, you know, it's like, okay, this is a little bit challenging, but we know nothing is probably going to happen. But even just watching that, it does make you feel like, ooh, because you're not in control. I like to be in control.
Yeah.
But when you're actually doing it, you are in control, and it's just kind of like, oh, this is chill. Why is everybody so worried?
Yeah, I'd be really interested to know what the kind of the discussion behind the scenes was with having her there, and it feels like it's sort of like playing up to it. But then again, why do you go on Netflix in the first place? You're playing a certain game as such.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got no idea why Alex chose to do this ultimately. Like, this could be completely for him centered around he wants increasing exposure for the Honnold Foundation. And that's the primary reason why he's doing any of this. So he'll be like, I'm maxing this thing out because I want it to go as far as possible because I'm doing everything for the Honnold Foundation, which is fair. Like, if that's the sort of the game that's going on here, I just don't know.
No.
So who knows?
Oh, gosh.
It really looks windy, actually. We've got a good ab shot as well. I wonder if that's just like really off-putting, or if you're just not noticing it. Just like people trying to touch you.
It's been a media circus from the start.
Yeah, yeah.
So
you're getting
quite accustomed to it. Still, at the moment, I'm most impressed with that move out of the little swirl. But because of the metal aspect, I'm not keen on doing those, especially pinch stuff as well.
Yeah. This is the one where I feel like at the end of the clip where he gets to the dragon, we might see a hand jam. I can't quite tell.
Ooh,
but see what you think. Have a watch, folks. Is this a hand jam? Is Honnold hand jamming? Just in there. You see at the back there?
I'm not sure. The thumb isn't very in.
You don't think so? You think he's just holding behind the back?
I think, yeah.
Is he?
I think so.
I'm grasping at straws.
But I see what you're thinking.
Yeah. I thought it was a bit of cupped hand jam to the back.
Yeah, I see what you're thinking.
Yeah, but you're not convinced.
I'm not that convinced on that.
Okay.
Sorry. And if it was, just go straight up the jams there.
Yeah, just go straight at the back. Jam at the back.
Yeah.
Right, folks, whilst you're in the jamming mindset, I wanted to remind you that our new crack gloves have just launched. If you'd like to check them out, I'll leave a link which will take you directly there. Also, when you get there, make sure to tag or message us, as we always love hearing about what climbs and projects they're helping you on.
You know what I think is impressive about his chalk bag with all that wind? He's not doing the thing where it blows upside down.
Yeah.
You know when you top out on routes and the chalk's just flying everywhere?
Yeah, that's good.
With the backdrop. That's not doing that. This is green screen. I knew it.
Imagine if it came out and it was actually all green screen. And he was just stood in the studio. Okay, so no hand jam. Or let us know. Let us know if you think it is a hand jam. I thought it was, but I was just hoping.
Let us know if you want it to be a hand jam.
Yeah, let us know if you want it to be a hand jam. Of course you want it to be. Okay, so now we are right at the top of the building, and then there were these hoops right at the top. This one definitely, I feel like, okay, he's jamming in there.
Okay.
He must be. He must be jamming, okay?
I mean, it looks like a horizontal off-width crack.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Horizontal off-width crack.
Yeah.
Have you seen this clip?
No.
I think he's jamming. We can't see the jam, but I think he is. Give me your opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I know Mark was excited being up there. Oh, no.
Emily, no! Why?
That's a big, fat heel-toe cam
In the back.
He looked like he paid careful attention to that being just right. He wasn't throwing it in willy-nilly. Which makes me think that...
I think he's scoped that out, practiced it, and knew he was going to do that on the actual climb. I think he'd scoped it out, hadn't told anybody, maybe just the camera people. Like this, I think it's not told anybody. This is what I'm going to do. And then it was just like, whoa, Honnold, hands free at the top.
He should have just like dangled upside down.
Really properly upside down.
The hands up, yeah.
So, a jam?
Yeah.
You think heel toe?
That's a jam, yeah. Heel
toe jam. We've got one. We've got a jam.
It's a jam.
We've got a jam. Good.
It was a horizontal off-width.
Horizontal off-width on Taipei 101.
Yeah.
So we found one.
Yeah, he crossed 5 or 6 off-width lines, it looked like. Every one was a line not completed. He should have gone round.
Round and then the next one, then round.
Imagine you've done that.
Just like shuffling.
some arm bars. Each one had only one logical place to cross to the next band. You had to keep going round.
Keep going round. Oh, that would be good.
That would.
And it was all kind of like
Or
split
like a
up.
corkscrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it was just, but you actually had to go round. And it was gradually going upwards.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, it would.
That would be the dream.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we found a jam.
He's done it.
So how do you climb that last bit?
Oh,
Just up some...
here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. He climbed a ladder. It wasn't like attached to the building. It was just like attached at the top and bottom.
Yeah, like this bit section here on that.
Yeah. It was like all of that. Yeah.
Right, okay. Like a rope ladder.
Not a rope ladder, but like a backer ladder, which was installed onto the building.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But did they say why they put a ladder in for him?
Because you can't climb it.
Oh, this is no feature to climb.
Yeah, you can't free climb it. Biggest urban free solo ever done. Ladder installed. Climbing on El Cap, Etres, climbing up ladders. Aid. Biggest urban free solo. Ladder. Is it free or is it aid?
It's in the dubious grey area. That was where I would say it has to be. If it's not in the original design of the building, 'cause I think however the building is put up, designed, finished, and it's there for its use, that's your challenge to complete. If you have to then install something else to make your challenge work, you're changing the challenge to fit it. So it's sort of like that thing of like by fair means. In this case, it's a grey area.
The grey area.
Yeah. So I don't know. This is like a lot of things where people say, do you disallow it? No, I don't think you do. You just have to accept that it's been done maybe not in the purest way.
Yeah,
potentially.
And we are talking about the ethics of free climbing and aid climbing on a building.
You are, but everything has to have its ethic. I mean, a indoor comp route is completely artificial.
Yeah, it's a good point.
And we have very, very strong ethics on that.
Yeah.
To make sure that it remains a fair challenge for everyone. Is this being talked about by many people? The whole ladder installed thing? Or it's just glossed over?
I haven't heard that much about it.
Because you obviously know that it was installed for it.
Yeah, but how do I know that? Or have I just made it up?
And people are like, you can't say this shit. You can't make stuff up.
I didn't. I know. I posed the question.
You all heard it.
I posed the question in a jumble of words in a random order to you. I must have read or seen it somewhere.
Yeah.
Where, I don't know.
I mean, it'll probably be like many other forms of sport that as things, or if they become more developed and more popular, the rules get stricter and more defined. If no one gives a toss about urban climbing in 20 years' time and it's completely died in its arse,
then
no one does it. Yeah, like literally no one cares.
Yeah.
But in 50 years' time, if thousands and thousands of people are doing urban climbing, then yeah, and probably
people might care.
Will care a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe.
Think about carefully what you do right now on buildings.
Yeah. I think about where you want it to go. If we install some ladders and climb some buildings?
We could do. Free tomorrow?
No, we're going to install a massive freaking net.
I know, I was about to say.
So we're ones to talk, aren't we?
And we're installing a huge trapeze net under a gritstone crag.
That's fantastic. But, what can you do?
Watch Netflix.
Exactly. Have some fun and watch Netflix. I enjoyed it, Alex. I enjoyed watching it. So thank you very much for that.
Do you think he's watching?
No. I don't think he watches our channel. I think he watches Magnus, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I mean, that Magnus is
I don't think
entertaining.
he stoops as low as us.
He would love it.
He would love it.
If he actually knew what was on our channel,
yeah.
I think he would watch it.
Yeah.
There's some good crack stuff.
There's some good
Alex loves cracks.
He does.
So we're into the same things.
I mean, he loves free soloing. We like free soloing.
Yeah.
And he likes cracks. We love cracks.
Yeah. He likes buildings. We like buildings.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're into the same thing.
We've got more crossover.
Alex, get in touch.
About what?
I don't know.
I think it's one of the best offers I've seen. Get in touch. I don't know what about, but
yeah.
Just get in touch.
It's friends. Right, folks, if you want to hear more podcast episodes from myself and Tom, then make sure to check out our inner circle over at the Wide Boyz Vault. Inside, we've got full podcast episodes for members only, the opportunity to ask us questions and get them answered in our private podcast, a community of crack climbers, an archive of all our tips and tricks newsletters, member shop discounts, plus some other little extras. Thanks to everybody who has joined us already, and we're really excited to see more of you inside our inner Wide Boyz circle soon.
This is the way I'm climbing in the Czech Republic.